Hello, welcome back again. More persecution news. Unfortunately, it's just ceaseless. It's never ending. But luckily, we're told in the Bible to pray ceaselessly. So here's some inspiration. Pakistani Christian accused of blasphemy tortured into false confession. So this is reported on the 30th of April 2021 by International Christian Concern in Pakistan. According to Morning Star News, a Christian accused of blasphemy in Pakistan was tortured into making a false confession while spending more than 2 months in police custody. On February 13th, Haroon Ayab Masih and Salamat Mansha Masih, 2 Christians, were studying the Bible in Model Park, located in Lahore. While studying, the 2 Christians met Haroon Ahmad, a Muslim, and several of Ahmad's friends. According to the First Information Report, the 2 Christians gave Ahmad a Christian book entitled Water of Life and began to discuss divinity, the prophets, and Jesus Christ. This discussion with Ahmad turned into an argument that ended with Ahmad accusing the Christians of making derogatory remarks against Islam. And I can tell you that that kind of thing is endemic, it seems. Police charged the 2 Christians with committing blasphemy under sections 295A, 295B and 295C of Pakistan's Penal Code. If found guilty, hopefully you're aware of this already, the 2 Christians could face execution as Section 295C carries a mandatory death sentence, so no judicial intervention is possible if that's the case. Salamat was immediately arrested following the accusation and taken into police custody. According to Morning Star News, he was illegally kept in custody for more than 2 months before being presented before the court. During this period, he was kept in at least 3 different police stations and illegal torture cells where he was mentally and physically tortured to confess to the baseless accusations, Anik Maria, Salamat's attorney, told the Morning Star News. When we were finally able to talk to Salamat, he told us he'd suffered immense torture and verbal abuse during his illegal confinement. The police investigators forced him to admit to blasphemy. They also tortured him into naming, this is so sad, other members of the Bible study circle. So Haroon, the other Christian accused of blasphemy on February 13th, secured pre-arrest bail and has since fled Lahore. Police also questioned Salamat about Haroon's whereabouts. In Pakistan, false accusations of blasphemy are widespread and often, very often, motivated by personal vendettas or religious hatred. Accusations are highly inflammatory and have the potential to spark, as you may have seen, mob lynchings, vigilante murders, and mass protests. Since Pakistan added Section 295B and 295C to the country's blasphemy laws in 1987, the number of blasphemy accusations have literally skyrocketed. Between 1987 and 2017, 1,534 individuals in Pakistan have been accused of blasphemy. Out of that 1,534, 829 accusations, that's 54%, were made against religious minorities, with Christians only making up 1.6% of Pakistan's total population. The 238 accusations at 15.5% made against Christians is, as anyone with basic maths can tell, it's highly disproportionate. Please do pray for all of Pakistan's Christians. It's a small percentage, but it's a large number of people when we factor in the total population numbers that Pakistan has. Please do pray specifically for both of the people within this case, and also, Christian women and girls there are just at risk of the most disgusting and horrific treatment at the hands of, Muslims, basically, but vindictive Muslims, I'll put it like that. So that's that. And now I have one more short report as soon as I get my notes together. So this one is not Islamic in origin. You may or may not be pleased to know. Hindu nationalists this time use forged document to discredit Christian groups in Nepal. And this is reported today in Nepal by International Christian Concern. So, according to reports, Hindu nationalists have forged and published a highly inflammatory document to discredit and close several Christian NGOs in Nepal. For anybody who's unaware, NGO is a non-governmental organisation. The forged document, falsely attributed to the Nepal Christian Society and the National Church's Fellowship of Nepal, claims that the Christian groups are seeking to create ethnic divisions in Nepal to gain converts. That's so strange, because that sounds like something that Hindu nationalists may be accused of themselves. Right, so they are accused of seeking to create ethnic divisions in order to win people to Christ. Seems oxymoronic, but let's hear. Morning Star News reports the forged document went viral on social media after members of the Hindu nationalist Rashtriya Prajatantra Party, thank goodness they have an acronym, which is RPP, published the false document on Facebook, very professional, on April 5th. Since then, the RPP has called on the government to cancel the registration of the Nepal Christian Society and the National Church's Fellowship of Nepal. You can imagine how that will lessen the spiritual edification of the people who benefit from their work. The police officials orally concluded that the Hindu nationalist political party leaders have forged the document, but they have refused to file cases and initiate action against them, said Mukunda Sharma, Executive Secretary of the Nepal Christian Society. Both organisations decided to publish a press release refuting the claims. So again, the police, verbally at least, have concluded that the Hindu nationalist political party leaders forged the document but refuse to file cases or initiate any action against them. Seems like unfair treatment. Radical Hindu nationalists in Nepal are campaigning to re-establish the country as a Hindu kingdom. Receiving support from Hindu nationalists in India, groups like the RPP have successfully influenced Nepal's government into enacting pro-Hindu policies such as a national anti-conversion law. These are really damaging legislations or pieces of legislation. These policies have in turn increased the persecution experienced by Nepal's Christian community. So I'd like to end by saying, please do go ahead and add the Christian community within Nepal, Nepalese Christians, to your ever expanding list of prayers. Please do pray for them, and pray for Christians everywhere who are under high or extreme levels of persecutions. But if you can just focus your heart on one demographic, as it were, at a time, God then can, open your eyes and your heart to ways in which you can help other than prayer, if you are so called, if that's what you're called to do. So remember, God is sovereign. He is in control of all of this, and those who are persecuted are blessed, and those who are persecuted should be all of us, as it were. Christ tells us, the Bible tells us, if you try to live a godly life, you will be persecuted. Let's hope it isn't always as extreme as in the cases of Pakistan and Nepal. And I'm going to say God bless you. Thanks for watching again. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.